In terms of that response, obviously $3.5 trillion of global trade flows through the South China Sea every year, and almost as much as in terms of oil as the Strait of Hormuz itself. So it's considered an international waterway. When you talk about external powers, those that are not regional, are you referring to the United States?
Well, I'm primarily talking about those countries that are not part of this region.
When you think about this a bit more broadly, President Xi has, of course, taken drastic measures to address this energy crisis. He's essentially said they should buy gas at any price. Obviously, there's a lot of conversations being had about whether or not China was going to be able to stick to their goals in terms of the climate change agenda in the face of this rising crisis. How damaging do you think it will be to the green energy agenda if China is forced via this crisis to move away from their goals?
Well, you're asking me questions that I can't answer. I'm not President Xi. I'm the president of the Russian Federation. And I can't tell you what are the plans of the Chinese management, but I only know what they do. And that also includes cooperation with Russia. First of all, China is the largest trade partner for Russia. And despite the decline in the global economy, the trade turnover between Russia and China is increasing. And in 9 months of the current year, it has exceeded $100 billion. And that is a very good indicator for us. We can even set a record for this year. And in this regard, China is a highly reliable partner for us. And I'm not talking about political components of that. I'm talking about China being a strategic partner of ours in almost all areas. And China is truly a reliable partner and an ally. And China is delivering on all undertaken commitments. And if there are any questions, be that in the economic area or in any other area, we always sit at the same negotiating table and we search for solutions. And we do find the solutions by making compromises. The same applies to cooperation in the energy area. China works with us to develop one of the largest projects on the LNG, by the way, together with Total Energies, with Novatek. And that is a successful project. That is Arctic LNG. The second project that China will also most probably participate in. Together, we have agreed on supplies of gas, of pipeline gas to China. We have constructed the pipeline route, and the total volume that we're aiming to achieve is 38 billion cubic meters. China is a huge market and a rapidly developing and growing economy with a very large amount of consumers. And I believe today we have generally agreed on the second route going through the territory of Mongolia. But I've been saying that before. If we relate to the supplies of coal, China has large coal generation, and the leadership of China is taking large effort to eliminate and go away from coal generation. 1.5 billion people live in China. It's not that simple to do. It's not a trivial task. They need to protect the interests and the needs of their population, and that's exactly what they are doing. And they have a very careful plan, very balanced plan to decrease the carbon footprint. And the same applies to the transition period when more of blue fuel will be consumed, more of gas. And it is in our plan to increase the gas supplies through the available infrastructure and also in terms of the ones that will only come up in the future. I do not know whether China will be able to deliver on all the plans that it is setting itself because the volumes are huge, but everything that has been done by China in terms of achieving the goals that they set, it was all delivered properly. Really, literally everything, be that economics, they've achieved everything, and that gives us hope that also in terms of decreasing the anthropogenic load and the carbon footprint, they will achieve the goals that they set themselves up to 2060, as far as I remember.